Let's be real, man. By the time most of us hit 25, we're already buried under student loans, maxed out credit cards, and maybe a car payment that feels like a second rent. It's like we just started adulting and already feel like we're losing the game. And the crazy part? Everyone told us this was the normal path. We grew up believing the formula was simple. Go to college, take out loans, land a solid job, and everything would just fall into place. But when that first paycheck hit, it didn't stretch the way we thought. Between rent, bills, and debt, it's like the money's gone before you even see it. It feels like we got sold this big dream, man, the house, the car, the lifestyle. But the fine print? Nobody told us that debt would be the price tag on all of it. It's like chasing freedom, but getting stuck with chains instead. You work hard, you stay late. You grind every day. But somehow, your account still dips into the red at the end of the month. And that's the part that stings, doing everything right, but still feeling like you're falling behind. Here's the harsh truth. Bro, if you don't get ahead of your debt before 35, you're not just stuck now. You're setting yourself up to always play catch-up. It's like running a race where the finish line keeps moving further away. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck. Debt doesn't have to be your lifelong roommate. Handle it now, and you unlock freedom. Freedom to live, travel, build, and actually enjoy life. And that's exactly what I'm about to share. The blueprint to escape debt before 35. What if I told you escaping debt before 35 isn't about making six figures? It's about changing the way you think about money? Hey guys, I'm John, and welcome to Cash Plan with John. Your journey to financial freedom starts here. If you're new here, hit subscribe, because every week I drop real, no BS strategies to help you master your money. Quick note, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for education and inspiration only. Do your own research before making decisions. Today, I'll break down a 7-step blueprint to escape debt before 35. We'll cover practical strategies, pitfalls to avoid, and how to actually enjoy life without money stress. Stick with me. Take notes. Pause if you need to, but do not skip ahead, because one misstep could keep you trapped. All right, fellas, first step to killing debt is facing it head on. You can't escape something if you don't even know how big it is. Most of us carry student loans and credit cards that pile up faster than we realize. Ignoring it just makes the monster bigger. The average guy in his 20s is already stuck with over 30 grand in student loans, plus another 6 grand on credit cards. That's like dragging a heavy chain every step you take. But imagine this logging into your account and not feeling that pit in your stomach. Just calm, clear, and ready to handle it. The trap is, most dudes avoid checking their numbers. But that blind spot is exactly what makes you bleed thousands in interest. Like Peter Drucker said, what gets measured gets managed. Once you face the numbers, you've already taken back control. Look, budgeting isn't about killing your fun. It's about keeping you alive financially. Think of it less like a diet and more like armor for your wallet. A budget isn't punishment, man. It's a weapon. When you plan every dollar, you're actually taking back control from the chaos. The average millennial drops over $1,000 to $100 a month on random non-essentials. That's like setting fire to your paycheck every single month without even noticing. But imagine this, you cut the waste and instead, you throw that cash at your debt. Suddenly, every month you're not drowning, you're swimming toward freedom. Most people think budgeting is restricting, but the truth? It's actually the opposite. Discipline is what sets you free, bro. Like Warren Buffett said, don't save what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving. That's how you turn survival mode into beast mode. Alright guys, step 3 is the big one. Crush your high-interest debt first. Credit cards are like financial quicksand. The longer you stay in, the deeper you sink. Credit card debt is the silent killer, because that 20% interest just eats your money alive every month. If you don't crush it, it crushes you. Think about it. Paying just the minimum means you could be stuck for decades. That's not freedom. That's a financial prison. Now imagine this. Instead of paying crazy interest, that money starts working for you. You could be stacking investments, building wealth, and actually moving forward. This is where the game changes. The second you crush that high-interest debt, you flip the script. You're finally the one in control of your money, not the other way around. Remember what J.P. Morgan said, interest never sleeps nor sickens nor dies. If you don't fight it early, it will outlast you. But if you crush it, you win the game. Look, man, you can only cut so much from your budget. At some point, you gotta flip the switch and focus on making more money. Sometimes that means picking up a side hustle, something flexible that doesn't drain you but actually brings in solid cash. Even just an extra $500 a month can change the game. That's the difference between drowning in debt and actually making progress. Imagine not stressing before payday, but actually having a cushion. That extra cash buys you peace of mind. Man, most people settle for just one paycheck. But let's be real, in today's world, one income barely cuts it. Like Warren Buffett said, never depend on a single income. Build those extra streams, and you'll buy yourself freedom. All right, fellas, here's the deal. Without an emergency fund, even something small like a flat tire or phone repair can throw you back into debt. Think of it as your armor, the thing that protects you when life swings hard. Check this out. 57% of Americans can't even cover a $1,000 emergency. That means one unexpected bill and boom, they're back to square one. Now picture this, your car breaks down or a medical bill drops out of nowhere. Instead of panicking, you breathe easy because your emergency stash has your back. Skipping this step is like walking into a dungeon without a shield. You'll keep taking hits and find yourself stuck in the same debt cycle over and over. Start small. Even $500 can change the game. That little stash is your shield against life's cheap shots until you build it up bigger. Like Ben Franklin said, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So don't wait. Build that emergency fund and give yourself real peace of mind. Let's be real, depending on motivation alone is exhausting. That's why the smartest move is setting up systems that run in the background for you. When you automate bill payments and savings, you're not leaving room for excuses. Your money moves even while you're chilling or working out. Studies show people who automate their payments are 95% more likely to stay on track. That's like having a cheat code for money discipline. Imagine your money just doing its thing automatically, bills paid. Savings growing while you're focused on actually living your life. If you rely only on motivation, you'll eventually burn out. But systems keep you consistent no matter what mood you're in. Like James Clear said, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Build your system, and it'll carry you to freedom. Listen, man, don't wait until all your debt is gone to start investing. Time is more powerful than the amount you put in. Think about it. If you start with just $200 a month at 25, that could grow into over $300 grand by the time you're 55. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about letting time do its magic while you live your life. Now imagine you're 40. You're taking trips, choosing your lifestyle, and money is working in the background. Waiting until you're debt-free means losing years of compounding power. And bro, you don't get those years back. Like the old saying goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. We broke down the 7-step blueprint. Face your numbers. Budget, crush high-interest debt, grow income. Build your emergency fund, automate, and invest early. Escaping debt before 35 isn't about luck. It's about strategy and consistency. If this helped, smash that like button, subscribe to Cash Plan with John, and share this video with a friend who needs it. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest money challenge right now? Drop it in the comments, and let's start a real conversation. This is John from Cash Plan with John. Your journey to financial freedom starts here. Remember, money isn't just math, it's the life you're building. Choose freedom.